Hi guys, welcome back to my video. Topic today is election officer named for Southern District of Georgia to effort to ensure voting integrity. Assistant U.S. attorneys work aimed at protecting public confidence. Samanaska, the two assistant U.S. attorneys have been named to lead the effort in the Southern District of Georgia in connection with the U.S. Department of Justice to nationwide to 2022 Election Day program. Assistant U.S. Attorneys Channel V. Singh and Jeremiah L. Johnson to have been appointed to serve as the District Election Officer or DAO for the Southern District of Georgia, said David H. Estes, the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Georgia. In that capacity, they are responsible for overseeing the district handling of election. They complain of voting right concern, threat of violence to election official or staff, and report of election fraud in consultation with Justice Department headquarters in Washington, D.C. Every citizen must be able to vote without interference of discrimination and to have that vote counted in a fair and free election, U.S. Attorney Estes said. Similarly, election officials and staff must be able to serve without being subject to unlawful threats of violence. Our office will work tirelessly to protect the integrity of the election process. The Department of Justice has an important role in deterring and combating discrimination and intimidation at the polls. Threat of the violence directed at election officials and poll workers and election fraud. The department will address this violation wherever they occur. The department's long-standing election day program further the schools and seeks to ensure public confidence in the electoral process by providing local point of contact within the department for the public to report possible federal election law violation. Federal law protect against such crimes as the threatening violence against election officials or staff, intimidating or bribing to voters to buying and selling votes, impersonating voters, altering vote tallies to stuffing ballot boxes, and marking ballots for voters to against their wishes of without their input. It also contains special protection for the rings of voters and providers that they can vote free from interference, including intimidation and other acts designed to prevent or discourage people from voting or voting for the candidate of their choice. The voting right exists to protect the right of voters to mark their own ballot or the assistance by a person of their choice where voters need assistance because of disability or inability to read or read in English. In order to respond to complaints of voting right concern and election fraud during the upcoming election and to ensure that such complaints are directed to the appropriate authorities, the district election officer will be on duty in the Southern District of Georgia while the polls are open and can be reached at 912-652-44 and 2. In addition, the FBI will have special agents available in each field office and resident agencies throughout the country to receive allegation of election fraud and other election abuses on election day, the local FBI ballot official can be reached by the public at 770-216-300 complaints about possible violation of the federal voting right laws can be made directly to the Civil Rights Division in Washington, D.C. by phone at 800 253 393 and 1 or by complaint from at https to civilrighttojustice.gov. In the event of a crime of violence or intimidation, please call 911 immediately and before contacting federal authorities. State and local police have primary jurisdiction over polling places and almost always have faster reaction capacity in an emergency. Assistant U.S. Attorneys to Channel Fishing and the Jeremiah L. Johnson to have been appointed to serve as the district election official for the Southern District of Georgia and St. David Justice to U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Georgia. In that capacity, they are responsible for overseeing the district handling of election day complaint of voting right concurrent risk up to the violence to election official or staff and report of election fraud in consultation with Justice Department Hartwood and in Washington, D.C. The Department of Justice has an important role in the deterring and combating discrimination and intimidation at the pool threat of violence directed at election officials and poll workers and election fraud. The department will address this violation wherever they occur. The department's long-standing election day program further this to goals and seeks to ensure public confidence in the electoral process by providing local point of contact within the department for the public to report possible federal election law violating. And the buying the selling food, impersonate voters and alternate vote tallies, stuffing ballot boxes and marking ballot for the voter against their wizard or without their input. It also contains special protection for the right of voters and provides that they can vote free from interference, including intimidation and other cases to designate to prevent to discourage people from voting or voting for the candidate of their choice. In order to respond to complaint of voting right concurrent and election fraud during the upcoming election, and to ensure that such to complaint are directed to the appropriate authorities, the district and electoral official will be on duty in the Southern District of Georgia while the polls are open and can be reached in the number. In addition, the FBI will be a special agent available in each ballot office and agency throughout the country to receive allegations of election fraud and other election abuses on election day. The vocal FBI ballot office can be received by the public. Complaint about possible violation of the federal voting right laws can be made directly to the Civil Rights Division in Washington, D.C. In the event of the crime or intimidation, please call to 911 immediately and before contacting federal authorities. State and local police have primary jurisdiction over polling places and almost always have faster to raise reaction capacity in emergency. In order to respond to complaint was the voting right to exit to protect the right of voters to mark their own ballot or the assistant by the person of their choice, the work furthers the assistant because of disability or inability to read or read in English.